Hey everybody, and welcome to the Blu Ray Hunter. I'm the Blu Ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and I'm here to give you guys my collection video. So let me explain something, okay? So before I tried to do this, I did this like a few days ago or something, and I was trying to make it work and everything, and I even shot like a 70-minute long video and of all my collection and everything. And I could have just edited that and did it like clip by clip, but I decided let me like redo it because I've got some new stuff and I would just really like to just redo it anyway. So I'm doing A through C. If you understand, there's a dog behind me, so if there's a time I'm moving or something, it's because she's moving around. So anyway, let's just go through the numbers all the way to C. So, starting with the numbers. So we're going to do those first, and I'm probably going to talk a little bit about each movie and stuff and things. So it may be like a 20-minute movie. So let's find out. First of all, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, but I saw it for the first time recently, and I'm a huge Milos Forman fan. I loved Man on the Moon. I think he did The People versus Larry Flint and a bunch of other stuff. So, great. Well, Amadeus. So he's done really good biopics and stuff. But One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is just a really good movie. Also, really great special features on there. And I actually like Nurse Ratched a lot more than a lot of people do. I got into kind of a debate about that with some people, so... but anyway, I just think she's doing a good job, and she's doing it to the best of her ability, and she might be wrong, but she feels like whatever. Anyway, don't want to get into that. But we'll save that for another, like, maybe a review or something at some point. 7. I have not seen that in a while, and I hope to see it soon. 7 Pounds, Will Smith movie. I'm interested in checking this out at some point. It's, it's a Will Smith movie. He usually entertains me in some level or whatever. It's got Woody Harrelson in it. I got it for like $1 at the cash converters. 10 Things I Hate About You. Classic. I love this movie. One of my favorites. 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street. Double featured. I talked about this in one of my last pickup videos. Pretty cool. 500 Days of Summer. If you've not seen this movie, see it. It is really, really good. I love it. I've seen it way more than I probably should. Alright, so we're going to go into A's. Okay. So, let's do this one by one. Alright. The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I don't know if you can see that. It's like that little glare. It is Mr. Toad's stuff. I've seen A Wind in the Willows when I was like young that I really liked a lot better than this version. It was okay. I mean, it was definitely Disney, but I really preferred Sleepy Hollow stuff with Ichabod. Ichabod and the Headless Horseman. Though, if you notice, Ichabod's kind of a dick. Never thought about that before. The guy who would normally be the bully and, you feel sympathy for Ichabod, he gets kind of like, in that particular one, he gets kind of harassed a little bit. Alright, Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon. I have not seen that in a while. Alice in Wonderland, the live action Tim Burton one, which I did not really like. I just think it's too weird, especially like all the characters are just, like, I understand CGI and making it kind of neat and different, but it's just, it kind of bothers me. I don't know, there's just something about the animation and the way everything's done that I just couldn't get into. Alien. I need all 4 of the Alien movies and then all the other ones as well. But, I've got this, and I've got to listen to the commentary on that at some point. And I've got this, Aliens. Which one's the better movie? I still to this day don't really know. I kind of like Aliens better because I feel like it's more fun. And I feel like Alien feels like the lower budgeted version. Like they had a smaller cast. You know, it was crept in one place. You know what I mean? There was only one alien, which made total sense for a movie called Alien. But still, like, you know, they were able to take it to a higher, bigger budget, it felt like. Which, I don't know why Alien needed a small budget or whatever. But anyway, All Dogs Go to Heaven, which I love. I got this at, like, Dollar General. They were doing a, they were doing a, like, thing where you could get, you buy one, get one free. But, like, their thing was, like, all messed up. Their system was messed up. So it wasn't just giving you buy one, get one free. It was giving you buy one, get one free. And then it was cutting the buy one in half or something. So I got, like, a junk load of movies for, like, way cheaper than I probably should have. Took advantage of that as much as I could. American Hustle. Did not like that. Watched it sort of recently. Watched about an hour and so of it. It just isn't my kind of movie. A lot of people love it, but just not mine kind of thing. All right, so got American Wedding and American Reunion. And in alphabetical order, this normally American Reunion will go first and American Wedding. But since this is American Pie 3, I consider it American Pie and not American Wedding or American Reunion. So this is 3 and 4, in my opinion. I need to get 1 and 2 so I can have them all in the collection. I mentioned American Wedding in my last pickup videos that you guys should have already seen. American Warships. This is the Asylum version of Battleship, directed by Thunder 11, who also did Sharknado. Wrote Sharknado, didn't direct Sharknado. But he got to direct and write this one. I really like it. A friend of mine, James Fury, is actually in this one. So, it has a good part, too. So, great movie. Anchorman, the Rich Mahogany edition. Angel's Crest. It's got a pretty great cast. I have not seen this yet, but I kind of want to. Because it's got like Thomas Dekker from Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, the Terminator show. Lynn Collins, I know the name, I don't know who she is. Elizabeth McGovern, I don't know. Joseph Morgan from the original / Vampire Diaries. Jeremy Piven, Mira Sorvino, and Kate Walsh. That's just right there. That's a great cast. Problem is, like, if it's got that great of a cast and everything, then why isn't it, like, you know, I don't know. Why was it, like, I think I got that, like, I think I got that at the Dollar Tree. So I don't know, for $1. I don't know why something that has a great cast like that would, you know, unless it just wasn't that great or so. So I'm just interested in checking that out at some point. Annabelle, which I thought was okay. Annabelle 2 is better. I'll eventually get that as well. Apocalypse Now, Redux, and the original. I want the definitive edition, I think is what it's called, that has the Redux, the original, the Redux, and the Hearts of Darkness documentary. Argo, Ben Affleck. Assault on Precinct 13. Because this movie is awesome. If you've never seen this movie, check it out. It's really good. Assault on Precinct 13, the remake? I've not seen this yet, but it's got a great cast. I mean, Ethan Hawke and Lawrence Fishburne, John Leguizamo, Drea De Matteo from Sopranos. I absolutely love this freaking cast. Ja Rule is acting, Maria Bello. Just fantastic. And I know the name John Francais Richet, but I don't know what he's done. This is here. I just knew that name. So great. I'm excited to check it out at some point, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be nearly as good as the original, just because there's things in the original that they did that they would not do now. Like, there's just today is just different. And the Avengers is my last A. So I am done with A's. The Marvels and the Avengers, which I got. I got this for free at the free bin at 2nd and Charles. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. So I may get to all of them. I'm sure I'm going to get to all of them when I get through all these things that I got. But so if you have a 2nd and Charles by your house, go check their free bin sometimes. Sometimes there's Blu-rays, you know, or DVDs. You never know. So if I were you, I'd check it out. All right, so here we go to the B's. Okay, I'm trying to push these off to the side. This is going to be kind of a pain in the butt in a second because I don't really got a lot of room. Okay. All right, a movie I just saw literally last night, and I had the absolute blast with it. Baby Driver. Baby Driver is so good. I'm going to do a review of it and talk about it a little bit more, but I loved it. So just know it'll be a good review. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. Talked about this in my last pickup video. I can't wait to watch Bad Boys 2 because I've seen it on TV, but I've never seen like bits and pieces of it on TV, but I've never seen the whole thing. So excited to see that. Barney's version, which I got at the Dollar Tree. Paul Giamatti, Dustin Hoffman, Scott Speedman, Minnie Driver, Rosamund Pike. I mean, just the cast list of Sal Rubinek, who I know offhand, Bruce Greenwood. I mean, this cast is just amazing. Why is this movie not that big? I guess it just didn't. Why is it $1? You know, it should have been more than that. I might not have paid more than $1 unless I heard of it. See, I hadn't heard of it. That's the problem. Batman Begins. Sad Batman. This is the Steelbook. I'm going to do a Steelbook video at some point with all my Steelbooks. But I want all the Batman movies on Steelbook. I've got Batman Begins on Steelbook. I've got The Dark Knight on Steelbook with awesome badass Joker right there. Just a great version. And then I have The Dark Knight Rises not in Steelbook. I need to get it on Steelbook as well as Batman 1, 2, 3, and 4 from Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the Joel Schumacher movies that much, except Batman Forever is awesome. Batman and Robin is not great. I still want them all in my collection. Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon. I do not have the remake or the live adaptation yet. Beer Fest, great movie. I love the Broken Lizard guys a lot, and so I've got 2 of their movies on Blu-ray. I gotta get all the rest of them on Blu-ray. Beer League. Artie Lang's Beer League with Artie Lang and Ralph Macchio. I've not seen that yet. I'll see it eventually, for sure. Beetlejuice. Don't say his name 3 times or he'll show up. Yeah, so felt like it didn't have the movie in it. Best of Me. I got this at the Dollar Tree as well, and it's got James Marsden and a few other people. Who else is in this movie? I don't think nobody else I really want to run home about, but it's a Nicholas Sparks, thing. You always want to keep, my tip to, people who are like me, collectors of Blu-rays and stuff, I always like to keep chick flicks in my collection because, I could have a huge collection of movies that girls would not be into. And, I hang out with a girl, what are we going to watch? We got to go find something on Netflix. But if I have something in the collection that they're like, oh, I've never seen that movie, I'll be like, neither have I. Or if I had seen it, I'd be like, oh, I really enjoyed this. Last time I was on a date with somebody. Maybe you don't want to mention that part. All right, Beverly Hills Chihuahua and Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3. The funny thing about these two is that I got them from from Disney. Okay, so I'm a Disney collector. I collect as many Disneys as I can. I started doing that, I think, last year. And I started collecting Disney and Full Moon. Kind of like polar opposites of each other. But like that's, you know, you'll notice a lot of those in my collection. So Disney has like the Disney Movie Rewards program. And so hopefully Full Moon will have something like that at some point. But basically, if you get a certain number of Disney movies or whatever, and you have the code, and you enter the code in, you get points and everything. And if you get like 750 points or something, you can get a free Blu-ray if you want. It's a mystery Blu-ray, and these were the 2 mystery Blu-rays. Don't have the second one. Maybe it'll come in one of those mystery things, or maybe I have to get it on my own, just because I want, you know, I want the collection. And I probably won't watch Beverly Hills Chihuahua 1 and 3 until I have to, so I can watch all 3 of them together. Okay. Big. That's a classic film. One of Tom Hanks' best. The Birds. One of Hitchcock's best. And The Black Dahlia Haunting, which I just got from, from Horror Pack. So just so you know, we're going to do another horror pack, so I will have some more horror Blu-rays coming to me later this month. So I will be doing another unboxing, most likely. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do the unboxing of the Blu-rays on the horror, on the Blu Ray Hunter, or if I want to do it on Indie Film Cafe, because Paul's doing DVDs. So if I could, you know, so we'll see about that. Blomkamp 3. I just got this, so it was in my last pickup video. If you watched, it's got District 9, Chappie, Elysium. So that's pretty cool. Boyhood. Okay. So I'm gonna, you know, I'll give you guys a little my thoughts real quick on that. A lot of people love that movie, and I love Richard Linklater. Don't get me wrong. I love Slacker. I want that on Blu-ray eventually. I love, Waking Life. I love Dazed and Confused. I love Before Sunrise. All those other movies after that for that, you know, group of movies were okay, but Before Sunrise was the best. So what my thoughts on Boyhood, I'm trying to kind of tell you guys it in the terms that will be, that doesn't make it sound bad, but I just didn't like it because it didn't feel like it would have been cooler if it were a documentary, right? Like it was non-scripted. It was a documentary about this kid's life through whatever, but it was a scripted story. So there was acting involved, and I just didn't dig it, you know. I don't know, like, I just thought the story wasn't strong enough, wasn't interesting enough. It's kind of too boring. Richard Linklater's known to do movies like, he did his first feature film he did before Slacker, and I think it was a feature, it was long, was called It's Impossible to Learn How to Plow by Reading Books. And it is just this really boring movie about a dude's normal day. Like, dude does laundry, dude cooks, dude goes on a train, dude does this. There's no story whatsoever, right? And that's fine. Like, he was just learning how to use cameras, and his commentary was amazing on that. Like, that was worth alone having. And I wanted to see it, you know, because I'd seen it on IMDb, and whenever I see stuff that sounds like it might be interesting, there's a couple films I still want to see. Even if they're not good, I still want to see them just to check them out. But Boyhood was like this clever idea that could have been a lot better had it been like a documentary and not like a real movie. So anyway, that's what I felt. I mean, a lot of people love that movie because it's innovative and it's different, it's cool, and like they like Ethan Hawke and all these other characters, but I just honestly just didn't do anything for me. But I'll keep it, probably because I think it's got like a Q&A and all these other things. Doesn't even, I think it even has. No, it doesn't have. I got it and it didn't have the DVD when I bought it. It just has the Blu-ray, which is all I want anyway. But it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. And I definitely want to own it because I want to own all the Richard Linklater movies eventually on Blu-ray. But it just wasn't my cup of tea. All right, Blackbeard's Ghost. That was fun. That was a fun one. I enjoyed that one. Braveheart. Now that is a classic film. I've not seen that in years. Brick Mansions, Paul Walker movie. One of his last. I know obviously the last one he ever did was Fast and the Furious, like the Fast 7 or whatever, but it's one of his last movies, and I forgot where I got this. I think I got this from like Dollar General or Dollar Tree, and it just looks fun. Brothers McMullen, which I got for $1 at Cash Converters, and I love this movie. Edward Burns' first feature film, so definitely really cool. All right. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I mentioned in my last pickup video, I believe. The Blair Witch Project, or the Blair Witch remake, which is, from what I've understood, is half like found footage and then half like real movie. So I mean, I actually like that. Why is that? That is out of order. Buffy should definitely not have been there at Brothers. Wow, so this is definitely out of order. I'm gonna have to fix this. Anyway, so Blair Witch. It's got Blood Feast, classic, remake. It's the remake version. I liked it. I just feel like, and I've talked about this to different people and everything. Sadie Katz, who's in the movie, she's right there. Her character is really good and interesting, and they really don't like talk about it much. They don't have her in the film enough. Like basically, this guy's murdering people because an Egyptian priestess tells him to, and she's just a hallucination. She's not even real. So it's not even like she's a ghost. And it could have been cool if she was if she were still the hallucination, but you saw her more. Like whenever he was doing stuff, she was there. And it might have been they might have thought about that, but it's deal with it's a low budget indie film. But I just felt like that character was in and out, or in out, like way, like not nearly enough in than it was out of the thing. So there you go. Blood Feast was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I really like Rubber Wrestler and Caroline Williams in it. They were great. And Sophie Monk was just amazing. I loved all of them. They were so good. I enjoyed it. Boondock Saints, the original. I will never, ever probably own the... I take that back. I probably will own the second one if it's like $1 or $5, maybe $5 at the most. But I will never spend like $10 on it. Bullet, Steve McQueen. I think I mentioned that in my last pickup video. Haven't seen it, but still want to. Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, The Good, the Bad, and Ugly, and Magnificent Seven. Got it for basically these two mainly. And The Good, the Bad, and Ugly, I want to get a set eventually that has all three of the Clint Eastwood movies or so, like a bunch of them. So hopefully I'll get one of those. But I saw Magnificent Seven, and honestly, I was not thrilled with it. It kind of bored me, but I'm going to rewatch it. I love Butch Cassidy. All right, my bees are done. So last, this is going to be more than 30 minutes. All right, because we're already at 25. Okay. Cabin Fever, the original. I will never buy the remake. I I don't support the whole let's do it, like shot for shot remake of the original with the new cast and blah blah blah. Psycho style. It just doesn't that like okay. I'll give Psycho their due. Like it's fine. That's interesting what Gus Van Sant wanted to do. But whoever the director was for Cabin Fever remake, I think, he was not a very famous director, and that is just very weak. And Eli Roth should not have promoted that. Should not have had anything to do with it. Should not even let that happen. I was disappointed by Eli Roth in that sense because I love Eli. Like I love all his films, and I generally will support. But I will not support that. I think that was just a really weak thing. So, anyway, that was my thoughts. All right, Caddyshack, Carrie, Castle Freak. It's like the first of the full moon ones I got. Like, well, first in the was it ABCs? Okay. So, Catch and Release, which I really got mainly for Kevin Smith's commentary and the fact that Kevin Smith's in this movie. Got it for $1. Figured, at Cash Converters. Figured, why not? Check it out. Cedar Rapids also got, I believe, for $1. Not seen this, but I like Ed Helms and John C. Reilly's in it. Sigourney Weaver, Anne Heche. I mean, just a great cast. Chasing Amy. What can I say? This is like one of my favorite movies of all time. What I am bummed out about is this is not the Criterion version. I don't know if they'll ever release the Criterion version on Blu-ray. The big difference is like that this is like 10 years later, or yeah, it was about 10 years later. I think that they released this version, and maybe a little longer than that. But the reason why I'm saying that that's kind of cool is that they have a new commentary track with Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier and Tracing Amy documentary and Q&A with 10 years Q&A. Yeah, so it's basically Chasing Amy 10. Like Clerks, which we'll go to in a little bit, had Clerks X. This is basically Chasing Amy X. The only problem I have with it is it does not have the Ben Affleck commentary and a couple other things that I feel like it should have had in there. If you're gonna do that, they should have at least had both commentary tracks, a new one and the old one. But I can still listen to that old one on the DVD. So I mean, I'm not throwing that away. Cherry Bomb. I worked with Julian on a music video. She's pretty awesome, and she was great in this, and so was let's see, it was Julian Jean, and what was it? Like everybody that was in this movie were great. Director was, just direction was great. The acting was great. It's just a fun revenge movie. Narnia, the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I need to get all the rest of them, but haven't yet. Children of the Corn, 1. That's got commentary and other stuff too. I mean, it's got a bunch of stuff. Whoa. This is Stephen King on a shoestring. An interview with, I thought I was going to say an interview with Stephen King. That would have been cool. I don't think Stephen King... Yeah, I met Courtney Gaines, who, at a convention. Really cool dude. Children of the Corn 5 and 6. So that's awesome. Okay. Cult of Chucky, which I consider Child's Play. So when I get all the rest of the Child's Play movies, this will be like the last in the bunch. Cinderella, the remake. I don't have the original, the live action adaptation. I don't have the cartoon. Clerks, basically the Clerks 10. It's got pretty much everything on there, I believe. I mean, if it doesn't have something, I'll be surprised. And it's got even new stuff, like a new introduction about the Blu-ray, and What a Lovely Tea Party, the making of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, which I forgot where that was on. That was on something, some DVD. Some Vulgar DVD, but was not on this. Wait, no, it wasn't. I'm wrong. The Dogma DVD is on Vulgar. So was Oh What a Lovely Tea Party on... I don't think it was on Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Huh. Anyway, that's pretty cool, though. It's got all that stuff on it. Clockwork Orange. Stanley Kubrick is the man. Commando. The Conjuring. Well, okay. So, before Conjuring. So, we were talking about Annabelle a little bit. Or I kind of just told you I thought it was okay, but it wasn't nearly as good as the sequel. I think, Annabelle, I saw it the first time and didn't like it. Second time I watched it, I was like, all right, I got a little bit more appreciation for it. Liked it a little bit more. But it will never top The Conjuring. The Conjuring was great. Conjuring 2 was okay, but Conjuring 1 was great. Contraband. Not seen this, but it's got Mark Wahlberg in it, so. And Kate Beckinsale, I mean, that's a pretty good. This was another one of the ones I found in the free bin at Dollar Tree. And I was looking around because I thought they might be like all scratched or something, and that's why. And no, I had no idea why that was in there. Cop Out. I got this for free for Christmas. Yeah, the DVD is somewhere, or it's missing, or whatever. But it's okay, because I don't need the DVD. Wait, does it have a DVD? Whatever, anyway, I liked this movie enough where I could watch it again. I tolerated it. The writing is not good. It feels weird at times, and it's not the direction at all. Kevin Smith, I think, did the best he could. I think it was just the writing of it just felt like they were trying too hard, in my opinion. So the Crazies, I need the original version. I saw it at, I think it was like Arrow or one of Vestron or one of those companies was at Texas Nightmare, and I think it was Arrow, but they had the Crazies, the original, but it was just way too much. It was like $20, and I was just like, I don't really need it that badly. I'll find it for cheaper somewhere at some point. But the Crazies remake, I think I found that for like $5 a while ago. Creed, which I was wondering if I should put with the Rockies, but I'm gonna keep it with that. The Crow, the original Crow with Brandon Lee. I know that they're doing a remake at some point. I really do not think they need to. They've done enough stuff. Anyway, Cuban Fury, which I got for like $1 at the Dollar Tree. And it's got Nick Frost in it, and Chris O'Dowd, and Rashida Jones. I mean, great cast. Kind of sounds weird, but, interested in checking it out. And last, oh wow, Last of the Seas. It starts with Cyborg, and maybe I should have put this in Van Damme, so we put it in a V, but, I figured C is the first one that pops up, so it's easier. If I'm looking for Cyborg, it'll be with Death Warrant and Double Impact. Really wanted this with these two because I really love, and I love Double Impact. Don't get me wrong, but I have not seen Death Warrant, and Cyborg I hadn't seen in forever, and I don't know, but like I don't know what you guys all think about Cyborg, but I feel like it's really grim and nasty. Nasty. It's like the nastiest of all the Jean-Claude Van Damme stuff. It's just ugh. All the rest they kind of have. Even Double Impact, at least Jean-Claude Van Damme's character's a little, one of them is redeeming and the other one's an asshole, but, he comes around and becomes likable. And Cyborg, I didn't feel any anything, any sympathy or any like of his character in that. But Albert Pune did a great job directing it. It looks great. So, I mean, whatever. Anyway, that's it. Numbers through C's. That is a lot of movies. So yeah, 35. See, this right here is 35 minutes. So really, if I redid this, I don't know, it would take me a long ass time to get through all these. Especially because I had to like pretty much be like, this, oh, I can't talk about this at all. Oh, this one, can't talk about this. So anyway, my next ones are going to be D through H, I think. I could be wrong. Check Facebook or Instagram or whatever to see what my next ones are. So, all right, well, I guess that's it. That's it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you like any of these movies or haven't seen any of them, have ideas or whatever, please hit me up. I'll definitely check it. I'll check it out. I'll let you guys know what I think about these. All right, see ya. Bye.